Good evening and welcome to the Nightly News, brought to you by St. Rose Television at the College of St. Rose. Today is October 1st, 2018. I'm David Meister.
And I'm Leanne DeMartino. Let's get into tonight's news. Tonight we will be talking about 15 Minutes Max, Week of Wizardry, Creative Apes' first show, the Student Events Board fall kickoff, the cyberbullying talk, St. Rose Sports, and we'll take a look at some popular movies.
On Saturday, October 13th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., the 7th Annual Student Film Festival, 15 Minutes Max, will be held in the Carondelet Symposium in the Lally School of Education. Hosted by Jackson Murphy, the festival screens films by high school, college, and university students within a 50-mile radius of Albany. It is a juried festival, and cash prizes will be awarded.
From September 24th through the 28th, the Students' Event Board hosted a week of wizardry. This included a week-long series of events inspired by Harry Potter, with events such as wand making, a wizard classes. The week ended with the Yule Ball, which celebrated the event's success.
Tonight, the Creative Apes are back and better than never. Join St. Rose's Comedy Club tonight at Midnight Eats for their first show of the semester. Titled Back and Better Than Never, doors open at 7 and the show starts at 7:30.
To kick off the fall season, the Students' Event Board took a trip to the Field of Horrors in Troy. The event cost students only $5 and allowed students to access all 4 haunted houses and a haunted hayride. The trip was planned by the trip chair, SEB, Jordan Vidafer.
On October 4th from 5:30 to 6:30, a panel of experts from fields such as education, law enforcement, and counseling will bring their knowledge to a panel titled Cyberbullying, Where is the Line and What to Do? The panel will be held in the TUI Forum of the Lally School of Education. The event is free and open to the public.
Let's go to SRTV's meteorologist, Lauren Kaszuba, to tell us what to expect for weather for the rest of the week. Here's to you, Lauren.
Thanks, guys. So on Monday, we'll have some rain with a high of 58 and a low of 53. On Tuesday, we'll have rain with a high of 67 and a low of 59. On Wednesday, it'll be cloudy with a high of 67 and a low of 55. On Thursday, we'll have rain with a high of 78 and a low of 53. On Friday, we will have some sun with a high of 63 and a low of 50. On Saturday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 67 and a low of 57. And on Sunday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 75. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Lauren. Let's get into this week in sports. The men's soccer team's historic season continued as they took on the St. Michael's Purple Knights last Tuesday, but lost a close one, 1-0. They looked to erase the taste of defeat on Saturday against the Stonehill Skyhawks, but could not do so, falling 2-1. The team is now 6-2-1 and will travel Wednesday to take on the Lemoyne Dolphins. The women's volleyball team took on their Upstate Challenge rivals, the Lemoyne Dolphins, last Tuesday and took the win 3-1. Senior Sam Kubik also made some history as she passed 2011 grad Teresa Staulo for third all-time in assists. They then traveled on Friday to take on the Adelphi Panthers, but lost a close one 3-2. The team will return home Wednesday to take on the Southern Connecticut State Owls. And finally, in women's soccer, the Golden Knights were also in the Upstate Challenge against the Dolphins last Wednesday and won in dominant fashion, pitching a 3-0 shutout. They then traveled on Saturday to take on the New Haven Chargers and won in commanding fashion 5-0. All 5 goals for the Golden Knights came in the first half, 2 of them by freshman Kaylin Britt. The team returns home tomorrow to take on the St. Michael's Purple Knights, and that's all for sports this week. And do you enjoy movies? Not sure what to watch? Take a look at this episode from SRTV's movie reviewer Alan Hills as he discusses The Equalizer 2.
Hi, I'm Alan Hills, and welcome to the College of St. Rose's movie review show, A Night at the Movies, brought to you by the Campus Production Club, St. Rose Television. Let's cut to the chase. The Equalizer 2, one of summer 2018's coolest action movies, will be released on Blu-ray October 16th. It was actually the first Equalizer film that I saw in the theater. My grandfather actually watched the first one before I did, and then brought over his red box rental copy for me and him to watch. He was really convinced I would like it. And he was right. A couple days later, we saw the second one together at the theater, and it was great. Therefore, I finally present to you my review of this excellent film. Just let me set my stopwatch first, so I can see if I can keep this review under 3 minutes. And here we go. Sequels following the first film of a franchise are usually not that good, and that is an unfortunate fact when it comes to film. However, The Equalizer 2 is the triumphant exception, where it is just as good as the first. The reason why is because it contains improved storyline repetitions of the first film that are overwhelmingly successful. While the legendary retired intelligence operative Robert McCall's work and social lives are taken in some new directions, he leads the same simple lifestyle of reading books and punishing wrongdoers when they harm nice people. Even though it's been 4 years since the first film was released, Washington is still captivating through this role. Aside from Washington's typically powerful acting, other factors also play into the satisfaction that The Equalizer 2 brings. It happens to contain the same visual sophistication that the first one had, thanks to the returning director Antoine Fuqua's masterful cinematography. These films have visual styles that are way fancier than most action films. While the locales mostly consist of seemingly ordinary everyday surroundings, it's the varying ways in which they're artistically presented that make them so incredibly intriguing. However, the most important reason for the tremendous success of The Equalizer 2 is in fact its storyline. While the first film dealt with McCall being driven to avenge his friends after they were hurt, someone very close to him is actually murdered in this sequel. The nature of the cinematic occurrence was truly awful and sad, but was actually the reason why this film worked. Because an incredibly good person who he admires is brutally killed, McCall's lifestyle of vengeance automatically becomes more exciting and satisfying than it already was. So, need I say more? Please be sure to watch The Equalizer 2, because like the first one, it is an intriguing, sophisticated, action-filled spectacle filled with the cunning lethality of good old Denzel. 2 minutes, 27 seconds. How about that? And that's all the time we have. I'm Alan Hills, and this has been A Night at the Movies. Thank you for watching. See you next week.
Are you a college student? Get some insider tips from SRTV member TJ Gibson as he introduces our new show, Nights Declassified College Survival Guide. The pilot premieres with a double feature this Thursday at 12 p.m. along with second episode. Here's a sneak peek from episode 2.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a quick preview of St. Rose Television's brand new show, Nights Declassified College Survival Guide. I'm your host, TJ Gibson, and today we're going to be discussing one of the greatest challenges in almost any college student's life, which is how to stay fit, energized, and healthy in the face of college life and all the many challenges that come with it. You see, maintaining your health and wellness and feeling great as often as possible are two things that can be deceivingly tricky at any point in one's life, but they're especially so during one's college years, when money is non-existent, time and energy are ever-fleeting resources, and unhealthy temptations are abound. After all, there's a reason that the freshman 15 is the stuff of legends. It's real, and it plagues even the most fit of incoming freshmen. But never fear, for there are many, many ways, big and small, to weather this storm. All it takes is a little effort, creativity, and awareness. One of these ways is... It may sound obvious that watching what you put into your body is critical to your health, but unfortunately, this is a fact that too few college students truly take into consideration. Or, if they do, they often find it too challenging to address consistently, and they simply give up in lieu of seemingly more pressing matters like deadlines and dollar signs. But what's important for everyone to keep in mind, whether you're a 19-year-old college student or a middle-aged manager, is that being aware of what you consume and what each consumption means for your body is just as important as anything else in your academic, professional, or personal life, as the direct and definite connection between what you eat and how you look and feel means that your nutrition has a massive impact on everything you do. Therefore, increasing your awareness of what you eat and drink is a no-brainer when it comes to staying fit, energized, and healthy. Where the tricky part comes into play, however, is in actually putting that awareness to use, particularly as part of a busy and broke college life. But that's just it. Since being busy and broke are two of the main reasons why it's so difficult for college students to maintain quality nutrition, targeting these as the main areas to work around is the key. So, as far as the busy part goes, since being busy really just means having a time shortage due to a packed schedule, what you need to do is think about what you're going to eat far in advance, such as at the beginning of the week, and then plan when and how you will acquire, prepare, and consume the food accordingly. Much like you would when you're deciding how to tackle an assignment. This means setting time aside in your day-to-day schedule just for food stuff, perhaps even tracking it in your planner if you use one. So that way, you're not only holding yourself accountable at all times, but are also well prepared with quality food to eat, making you far less likely to hastily grab crap food because it's quick or binge excessively because you haven't eaten in a while. But still, even if this part sounds easy to you, you might be wondering, what about money? I'm a broke college student. Isn't quality food expensive? It can be, yeah, which is why it's super useful to bargain shop when you can, such as buying meat and dairy on sale, grabbing frozen veggies in bulk, or some similar effort. And if you're a resident, grabbing a mini fridge to keep in your dorm is a fairly affordable way to keep food both fresh and on hand. Ultimately, lots of money can be saved if you're a smart buyer. It's just figuring out how to become one that takes time. Another thing is, I realize that I've been pretty vague so far about what exactly I mean by quality food. This is intentional because while many a guide or even many a nutrition expert will tell you that you must eat this way or that way, that you must cut down on this, this, and this while making sure to get lots of that, and that, I'm of the mind that while there are things that are universally bad for pretty much everyone, such as excessive sugar or alcohol, what constitutes quality is what is healthy for you, the individual, which differs greatly from person to person. For example, some people look and feel their best when they cut way down on carbs and consume more fats, while others look and feel their best when they do the opposite, and others still feel their best when they simply go fully plant-based in their eating. Whatever arrangement makes your body look and feel the best and helps you mentally perform to your fullest, regardless of what that arrangement is the one that is the best for you. So like the effort I suggested putting into planning for eating itself, also make sure to put some effort into researching nutrition and trying out what works for your body and what doesn't, as well as being aware of a food's nutrition facts and what they mean for you. It's not one size fits all, so finding your size can be challenging, but once you do, it'll improve your life drastically, I promise. And that's been a quick preview for you all on how to stay fit, energized, and healthy in college. For a few more tips on this, check out the full episode this Thursday on the St. Rose Television YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me as we endeavor to survive college together, 1 week at a time. As always, I'm your host, TJ Gibson. See you next time.
That's all we have for the nightly news this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Leanne DeMartino.
And I'm David Meister.
And I'm Lauren Kaszuba.
And I would like to congratulate Lauren on getting her internship at Disney, where she will be a photographer.
Thank you.
And also, for more information on any of our stories, take a look at the Chronicle, the St. Rose newspaper, both online and in print. See you next week.
Have a great night, everybody.